Okay, all right. So we are back for Epstein Files Part 2, the new Epstein Files. The Department of Justice has released millions of new complaints and files, or complaints that they had for a long time, but for some reason didn't decide to release. I wonder why. America, the home of the brave and the strong and liberty for all that kind of stuff, doesn't seem to be true here. Let's continue to read, okay? At age, and also I want to say before I read this, all right, I just put a video part 1 up, and YouTube for some odd reason has blocked me for 24 hours, which I'm going to show you guys, from even getting my video monetized, which means I can't get any ad revenue for it. I think that's very odd, since I didn't mention any bad words at all that were actually in the Epstein file. But for some reason, YouTube decided to flag my video. Something I've never seen done before. They said I needed a 24-hour review. I wonder why that is, but let's just keep on reading, y'all. I'm gonna show you guys that page, the screenshot of that once I'm done reading this. All right. At age 16, while modeling, caller. Now, mind you, you see right here it says complaint summary, response. All right, a criminal history. All right, so these are people who complain to the United States government of these things, and they did basically nothing. All right. At age 16, while modeling, caller attended 8 parties at Epstein's New York residence. Okay. On one occasion, caller reported she was assaulted by Epstein. On another occasion, 2 twin brothers, Alan and Orrin, lured caller and her friend upstairs, but they escaped back downstairs. Caller stated Orrin did that to her. Okay, so you can see here, her best friend and a third brother, Tao, did that. Okay, that act to a 14-year-old named Katie, LNU. Caller named other individuals involved in big, as you can see there, that word, parties with her other young girls and older Victoria's Secret models, including Bill Clinton and Donald Trump. Okay, including Bill Clinton, excuse me, and Donald Trump. Online complainant reported she was a victim and witness to a, you see that word there, trafficking ring at the Trump golf course. Let's read that part again, y'all. Of course, this video probably flagged also for me saying this, say his name. Okay, but let's keep on reading. Why? Because YouTube is owned by Google. Google is in bed with the FBI, and the FBI is owned by Donald Trump, essentially. Okay, he controls all of this stuff. Sad to say, all right. You know, it doesn't seem that he does. He really does. He can hire and fire whoever he wants and accuse people falsely of all kind of mess. All right, that's why we're in this situation we're in right now. Okay, but anyway, let's continue. Online complainant reported she was a victim, and witness to a, you see that word there, trafficking ring at the Trump golf course in Rancho Palos Verdes, California, between 95 and 96. Complainant reported Ghislaine Maxwell as a madam and broker for these type of parties. Okay, clients of whom included, also, if you guys listen to this, there are words, you may be driving and listen to this, there are words that I'm not saying, because if I were to say it, this video will be flagged, but I probably should say it because I'm going to flag my video anyway, even though I didn't say it, probably because Epstein and Trump's name, when you say them together in the video, they automatically will flag your videos in their algorithm. But let's keep on going, yo, to protect those people. Okay, I'll just say that. All right. Let's keep on reading here. Complainant reported participating in these acts, okay, and that some girls went missing, rumored to have had that happen to them and buried at the facility. What facility? All right, it's talking about Mar-a-Lago here. Let's go back to the top. When I complained, reported she was a victim and witness to a ring at the Trump golf course. Okay, so at Trump golf course. All right, so let's keep on going. They were actually buried there. I wonder if people are going to actually search that area to see if that's true or not. Okay, the bodies are buried there. Rumored to have been that happened to them and buried at the facility. Complainant reported being threatened by Trump's then head of security that if she ever talked of what went on there or who she saw, he would end up as fertilizer for the back 9 holes, like the other in that word we see there. Like the other, like that word you see there. That means there's others, okay? Now you may say, that's far-fetched. I cannot believe my president would do that. I want you guys, that's in my last video, to watch 2 documentaries. Don't watch Melania, the documentary I dropped today's making this video. The documentary is nothing more than a cash grab, okay, that they made, because even though the movie's probably gonna flop, Melania got over $40 million to make that movie. It's basically a money laundering scheme that they did using the movie. And movies have been used for years to launder money. And Trump has actually had his wife literally launder money through a film they knew nobody wanted to watch. I think it's astonishing, okay? But let's keep on. I think maybe they could be investigated. Maybe somebody arrested for that, but that's a whole other thing. But anyway, I'm saying this to say you watch these movies. There are 2 movies online or you could buy, okay, you can still buy DVDs. There are movies called You've Been Trumped, okay? There's a first one. I think there's another one called You've Been Trumped too, the second one, all right? In these films, I don't know if it's the first one or the second one, and I'm saying this to give you, could show you guys there's precedent for this, all right? In these films, there's a scene, all right, where, and I said this for my channel, there's a scene where where Trump is in like another country, Switzerland, some other country, right? And basically in this movie, he's trying to build a large golf course, all right, in another nation. People don't want him to do that. And he's knocking down homes. He's telling people, sell your property. I want to build this large golf course. At the end of the day, he didn't even build the large golf course. Not because he couldn't, he just didn't do it, okay, for whatever reason. Maybe it wasn't as profitable as Donald Trump Jr., who does a lot of the scouting for stuff like that, thought it was. At the end of the day, I'm telling you to tell you that in this movie, you can see that Donald Trump goes to Switzerland, wherever you're at, right? Netherlands, wherever, I forget where they were going, right? They go there. The people are protesting like they protest here against Trump. This is before Trump was ever the president, years ago, okay? And they said, we don't want to have golf course here. We don't want you to take our homes. Trump, the people said, I think the people in who were like the lawmakers, they said, you can't do this, Donald Trump, XYZ. Like the next week, the lawmakers all changed their mind and said, look, you can do it. And we'll give you like eminent domain. And the reason why that happened was because Donald Trump and his son bribed them, okay? So all these people were like mad and they start taking their land, okay? It's giving them money, whatever, and it's taking their land, taking these people's homes, all right, taking their inheritance. There was one family, one man who was like he was like a farmer, one single old man, right? And his daughter. I'm saying the movie is very, very good. You should definitely check this out. Don't watch Melania, watch this movie, okay? And in the movie, you see that they were going after they couldn't get to the father, so they would go after the daughter where she would go out, right? Like Trump's goons. And they would say, basically, tell your dad to sell his land. Tell your dad to sell his land. It's a good movie, but it's terrible what they were doing in this movie, okay? Trump and them, it's a documentary, all right? And at one point, the woman said that she had a guy come up to her in a motorcycle, all right, with the helmet on, and I think hit her and knock her out. Literally hit her. And then when she was laying on the ground, the guy said, he had something to the effect of, like this guy here said, and this reminded me of it, how this guy said, if you don't do what we say, basically, you're going to be in the dirt. Basically, what happened to this woman was she said that she was hit, and when she was on the ground, the guy on the motorcycle said, worse will happen to you and your father if you don't sell your house. And then the guy drove away. And I remember I saw that years ago. This was before Trump was the president. I was like, dang, he really did all of that? Now, once again, mind you, at that point, Trump was just the guy on The Apprentice and the guy who's had all kind of boxing matches at Trump Plaza, Mike Tyson, all kind of stuff. That's who Trump was to me. I didn't really know who he was, all right, like I do now, all right. But I definitely believed it. Because as you watch the documentary, you can see that Trump is just a nasty, disgusting guy. All right. But to see this, it's like with Trump, you got to look at all the evidence. OK. And there are a lot of people that think Trump is a good guy and you're being fooled. He's a disgusting individual. Let's keep on reading. Complainant claims to have video of high profile. You see that word there, parties dealing with cartels and having witnessed Robin Leach strangle a young girl. You see that at a party, okay? Now, some of you guys may say, I can't believe this. I can, and you should, all right? These people that you see on TV, not all of them, but many of them is nothing more than they're actors. They're actors, whether they're a host on a TV show, an actor, whatever the case may be. But in private, a lot of these people they do all kind of stuff. You think about somebody like Donald Trump, who a lot of people, looked at as being nobody and just a guy who was saying, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do that, I'm going to throw a bomb into a nuke into a tornado and all this kind of stuff. People laughed at that. This man is serious. You see what he's doing now? The same thing, listen to this, y'all. The same thing that Donald Trump was trying to do his first administration, he's doing now, which shows you that he's not just talk. He is evil action. He's full of evil action. The only reason why he didn't do all this stuff the first time was because he was new to the game. Number one, he had people trying to stop him, and it took time for him to fire them. But now with his new regime, I said when he comes in the second time, nothing gonna stop him. Nobody can stop him because he already knows what to do. He know about the job. He's had 4 years in the job, but he has 4 years job experience, really not working, but just using the job as a way to get money into his pockets. Which now he's already got billions in his pockets from being the president. Okay. You think he became the president because he went to serve you guys? No. I remember someone put a post up online, which I thought was excellent. They said, do you think they were talking about Elon Musk and Trump? This is when Elon Musk had the Doge and he was firing on innocent people, right? And they said, if you thought that Elon Musk, a billionaire, and Trump, a billionaire, got into office, all right, in public service because they wanted to help middle class and poor people, you are a fool. And I thought that is such a great comment. Think about it. These people that had this amount of money, they don't want to enter public service so they can help you. They want to become presidents so they can run so they can basically run cons and scams at the highest level. Becoming the president, if you're a con artist, is the best job you possibly can have. Okay, especially when it comes to stocks, because you can actually control the world and then take puts and short sell things because you know what's going to happen in the world. Like, for example, Elon Musk. Elon Musk, over his company, many times he will say all kind of things and his Tesla would drop. People will say, oh, he's taking the stock. But in actuality, that's beneficial to Elon Musk because Elon Musk could then buy stock lower. Or he actually controls the stock and become super rich, which is what he is. He's now the richest man in the world. But remember, years ago, he continually was doing things of dropping the stock, which was helping him. It seemed like it was hurting him. Okay, same thing with Trump. He could do all kinds of stuff, say all kinds of stuff, and before he says it, he can tell his friends, his buddies, look, I'm gonna say this, I'm gonna say that, buy this stock, do this, do that, and that's exactly what they do. It's not hypothetical. This is really what these people really do. All right, this is the reason why he became the president, to get more money, not to help you or not to help Latinos or to help black folks or whoever. Y'all think that who are fooled by him. No, he came to get their money. All right, if you understand these things work, you will understand why he will become the president. Let's keep on reading. Claims he was contacted by a female victim of Epstein's who wants to publish a book. Complainant provided background for himself, such as working with prominent figures such as Leslie Wexner and Epstein, being partnered by a U.S. president, among several other places of information. The victim reportedly knew about criminal activity that occurred in multiple states and on airplanes, and told complainant there were films of prominent men such as Epstein, Bill Clinton, and Donald Trump, and that Ghislaine Maxwell is in the videos as well. Okay, complainant reported meeting. Also, I'll stop to say this real quick, right? Isn't it interesting that the last time I heard that Ghislaine Maxwell's in a pretty comfortable prison? All that she's done and all they know that she's done, they put her in a comfortable prison. I wonder why. There's absolutely no conspiracy going on. Well, probably shouldn't have said that word. I guess they're gonna try to take this video down. But it's okay. I'm saying anyway. Conspiracy. Yeah, I said it. Okay, I know how these. I try to avoid all those words. Okay, so I can actually get paid from the hard work I do making these videos. But that's all right. Okay, the truth gotta be out there. I said the word. I know they go see a conspiracy. I'm gonna make this video disappear. But anyway, let's keep on going, y'all. At the end of the day, you know that there's conspiracy for sure when you see a woman like that. Okay, being treated the way she has been treated. All right, when she was the head over all that Epstein was doing. The United States doesn't care about people being trafficked. I'm just gonna say they don't care about that. They're a part of it. They are a part of it, y'all. Wake up. All right. The victim reportedly knew about criminal activity that occurred in multiple states and on airplanes. Okay, we already read that part. Let's keep on going. Complainant reported meeting a Lisa Villeneuve at a hospital where they were roommates in 2000. Who now goes by Ghislaine Lisa Villeneuve. I can't get this off right here. All right. So now let me show you guys real quick. We're going to be out. I want to thank you guys for tuning in this video. Y'all, I appreciate y'all. Please hit the like button so this video can be seen. Also, if you hit the like button, this video has a lesser chance of being seen, even though it's already going to have a less chance of being seen because I'm talking about Donald Trump and these files. Now, this is what I see on the back end, okay, for my YouTube. This is a video I just put up, or I literally just put up a few minutes ago. As you can see here, it says, you know, that there's the thumbnail R for this. And as you can see, it says additional review up to 24 hours, and it shows a little clock. That little clock that you see right there is what you see when you post a new video up on YouTube, right? If you are monetized, which means that you can get paid for putting a video up on YouTube. When you first start YouTube as a creator, you cannot get paid until you have a certain amount of followers, all kind of stuff. I've been on YouTube for over a decade, so I have a certain amount of followers. Not a lot, so I only have 10,000, but I have enough to be able to get paid from YouTube, all right? and I have been paid from YouTube before. Each video that you put up is a way for you to get paid. All right. And there's a certain threshold that YouTube also has. So, like, for example, YouTube, if you don't make a certain amount of money, you won't even get paid at all. They won't pay you at all until you make a certain amount of money. So they're very particular how to even want to pay you. All right. So each video is very, very important, especially for someone like me who's a small YouTube creator who does YouTube like on the side. All right. But you can see here it says additional review up to 24 hours. I've never in my life ever seen that before. All right. I have other videos where I'm talking about certain subjects, and what happens is that if you put a video up, just a regular video, right? This little clock here will be there for like a few seconds or maybe a few minutes, and then it will turn green. When it's green, that means that the video is monetized, meaning that YouTube will allow ads to run on it and you get paid from the ad revenue. All right. If YouTube, deems your video to be for any word, anything you say not right, they'll make this clock yellow, and it'll say something like, it may not play on certain formats, just different places, so on and so forth. Basically, it's like them saying they're not going to pay you, okay? But they try to word it a certain way to make it seem like, well, you may get paid, but you really won't. All right. This right here, I've never seen is for it to say additional review up to 24 hours. Now, this video right here, if you watch this video, the first one I did, I don't, just like this video, actually less, because I said conspiracy in this video, I didn't say it in the last video. I don't say any word at all that could be deemed bad at all. I don't say any cuss word. On my channel, I don't curse on my channel. I never curse on my channel at all. Never have, never will. All right. So, but even though I've never seen any curse words on my channel, or at all, nothing like that, my channel oftentimes I see weird things where my videos will get flagged. All right. And I believe, and the reason I'm saying this is because as I said earlier, I'm talking about Trump and Epstein. And I believe for sure that the FBI, Trump's FBI, has put in a YouTube algorithm, because before years ago it was like this, okay? Where if you mention Trump's name, mind you, I didn't curse in the video, I didn't say anything vulgar, which in those files there's a lot of vulgar words, but if you notice in that video, if you watch it, I skip past all those words. Yet still, for some reason, the video is put under a 24-hour delay. Now I'm almost sure when that thing lifts, it's going to say the video can't be monetized. All right, but I wonder why. Especially since these files were just dropped today and I'm putting this video out today, and all of a sudden, for some odd reason, all right, some odd reason, they need to give me a 24-hour delay. Isn't that interesting, y'all? I think it's very interesting. At the very least, I believe that YouTube could say, well, we even monetize the video, but all the views that you got, and when the video is popping the most because the files dropped at the same time you dropped this video, you're not going to get any money from any of that. All right. And it's not all about money at the end of the day. It's about putting the truth out there. But I'm saying is to say that these type of things are done to dissuade people from putting videos out, period. All right. And putting the truth out, period, because it is work to do this stuff. You have to make the thumbnail. You have to make the video, do all kind of stuff. And they know that. All right. Thank you guys for watching. It's your boy, Brother Winston, back at it again.